What is up? Welcome back, Enchanters, to another Halloween edition of a complete collection of Disney Jim Shore, Mickey and Friends Halloween. Very unconventional video, but we do have, of all the holidays, I think Halloween is the Halloween holiday pieces from Jim Shore are really our top sellers throughout all categories, followed by Christmas. People freaking love Halloween. The collectors love our Halloween pieces because we love to decorate our homes, and what better way to do so than with Mickey and Friends and Jim Shore pieces. If you're watching me for the first time, hi, how are ya? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi, and I come to y'all every Monday religiously, and I upload content. I'm a collector at heart. I collect a little bit of everything. And thank you for being here if you're watching me for the first time. There's a giveaway we're having, and so let's go ahead and see what that giveaway can be. What that giveaway is. Sorry, what is going on with me today? Okay, just play the video. Go! And don't forget about our incredible giveaway that we're having. This is for reaching 1,000 subscribers. The moment we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing this incredible giveaway, which is the 100-Acre Caper Adventure Winnie the Pooh piece. In order to be eligible to earn this giveaway, you must be subscribed to our channel. You must like our videos, and every video that you comment under and that you share, you get multiple entries. So if you share our video, you get 2 entries, and for every time that you comment on any of my videos, beginning from the months of July through once we get to the 1,000 subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000 by the conclusion of August. Fingers crossed, with your support we'll get there. You will be receiving an entry. So you get 2 entries for sharing the video, shared on any of your platforms, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere on social media, Instagram, and if every time you comment on any of our videos and you engage with me, you also get an entry. So this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. As you zoom in, it's one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh Jim Shore pieces ever made. It's this beautiful tree bark, Winnie reaching inside the tree to gather some honey. There's the little details with the bees, and then you have his best friends, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore, all supporting him on this venture. It is absolutely adorable, and I can't wait for someone to earn this. So may the odds forever be in your favor, and let's get back to our video. And we're back! Can't wait to see who wins that 100-Acre Caper Adventure piece. Before we get started, as mentioned before, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it. It takes you half a second, and it takes an additional half a second to hit that bell to get notified. When you get notified every Monday when I upload content. I have so many of you sending me such beautiful messages. You can connect with me on Instagram. I'm no longer putting my Instagram tag because we can get demonetized, and even though I'm still not getting monetized on my channel, you can get demonetized for adding your IG link. So it is in the description. So go ahead and check on the description if you have any questions about any of these pieces and want some support. I hate saying the word try. I do my best to get back to everyone. It may take a few weeks, but I get back to everyone. So go ahead and do so. I appreciate connecting with y'all. I know so many of you have been reaching out with such love. We are currently almost at 700 followers. If not, we probably surpassed that by the time this video airs. And so thank you so much for the love. I started this channel in January, expecting the best and not hoping for the worst, which typically is the other way around. I always expect the worst. Hope for the best. And y'all have just been amazing. The community, the collector community is just incredible, especially a lot of my Disney aficionados. Y'all are amazing. So thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. To be able to bring this content, you're not going to see this content on any other channel. No one is doing what I am providing. And so Yeah, I'm so happy and honored to be here with y'all and for your beautiful messages and amazing support and positivity. That's what the world needs now more than ever. Now, let's quit with our spiel. Let's get back into my favorite holiday of the year, and that is Halloween. And with that being said, we have the Disney Jim Shore Mickey and Friends Halloween collection. So excited to bring this to y'all today because there are so many pieces and there's such history, and there's still Halloween's still going strong with Jim Shore. And I want to go ahead and start off with some of the very first Halloween pieces ever made, and we want to kind of go in that order. I can't promise I'm going to get it right, but I'm going to get as close as possible. One of the very first Halloween pieces ever made is this guy right here. Now, I could be wrong. I might confuse him with either that one or this one, but they roughly came out around the same time, like, or a year. They came out like a year back to back to back. And this is called Happy Haunts. One of the original OG Mickey Halloween pieces. As we zoom in on this piece, like, let's talk about this base. I love the black and orange detailing on that base with the little Mickey jack-o'-lanterns. Those are amazing. What's awesome about this is we have this pumpkin here. Again, classic Jim Shore, where the rose mulling detail was just perfection. The paint job was perfection. And it's kind of, the pumpkin kind of has like this evil grin to it, which I think is so awesome. And then we have this tombstone, which is amazing. The texture on this tombstone is, this is something Jim Shore used to do. His pieces, like his side pieces, had like this stone cut wood like texture, and it made it look so real, as if it was mixed media, like real stone. We don't see that in future pieces anymore, and that's just like really disappointing. And that's what I mean by that little extra special touch. This is also a much heavier piece, and his pieces used to be a lot more solid and heavy. His now pieces are very hollow inside. So again, Enesco, if you're listening, and this isn't a Jim Shore thing. Like, I also want to like I want to clear, like, this isn't just a Jim Shore thing. This is an Enesco production thing, where it's just like they want to do a lot of product, get it out there fast at very low prices, but it's not working. Like, stop it. Collectors are starting to get bored and selling their collection. And I mean, Enesco, people at Jim Shore, we love you, we appreciate you, we want to keep seeing pieces, but the quality control, step up your game. There is a competitive market, and I think collectors are willing to pay that extra $5 or $10 for better quality pieces. So yes, with that being said, love the tombstone detailing, and I love Mickey here. Here's Mickey. One of his first time appearances as Dracula Mickey. Again, you can't quote me because 3 of these Mickeys, I don't remember which one came out first. Is there a date on this? There is not. So I don't know, there's no copyright date, so I don't know the year. But incredible piece. What I love about this piece is look at the detailing, all the rose mulling details on the back. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I don't know what this goes for in the secondary market. Surprisingly, when this piece came out, it was like $45-50. A piece like this now, because of its weight and size, would be like $75 minimum. So, $40-45, give or take, was what it launched for. I honestly do not know what the secondary value, market value on this piece is. If I had to take a guess, I would say it's under $100, and that's so vague. I mean, it could be anywhere from like $60 to $100, and I could be wrong. It could be more. I really don't know. But the name of it, I said earlier, go check it out. Following that piece, again, I don't know which of these 3 came out first because my memory is blurred. Just because Halloween, as much as it's my favorite holiday, these pieces weren't like my passion. I love the movie pieces, and then like Halloween was like, I'm addicted to this. I have an addiction to collecting stuff, and I have to have every single one. And so Halloween was like, all right, it just came with the territory. So I wasn't really that passionate about these pieces, but I've grown to love these pieces so much. So I don't quite remember. Next we have this piece right here, and the name of this piece is Mickey Mouse, A Sweet Surprise. It's a candy dish piece, and I will say you can use this piece as a candy dish. It is absolutely gorgeous. You have Mickey again as a vampire in the back, and there's this dirt graveyard that he's in. I love the base. It's very dirt-like. What I love about the base is that it's unconventional. It's not a square base. It's just a round base, so it's pretty awesome. We don't get those too often. I sometimes appreciate the pieces when they don't have a base, like a pedestal base. You have all these tombstones. There's one with a little Mickey decal, and then I love there's the mixed media. You have this metal fence around the tombstone that allows you to put your candies in there. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Again, this piece launched for like $55 when it came out years ago. I don't know the value of this piece, like, at all. I'm not sure if this piece is rare. I really don't know. Again, check the name out and go check the secondary market. If you ever want to know what the competitive price point is on the secondary market for anything that you're collecting, like let's say you're at a shop or you see something and you think it's rare and you're not sure, go on eBay. Under the search filter, go to filter, and I want you to put recently sold or sold. From there, you can, what you'll do first actually is type the description of the product. So you type the name of that product, of the piece or the product, whatever it is that you're inquiring for. You then go under to the filter and you put recently sold. And you will see all the recently sold prices. If you see that like one sold for like $200, but most of them have sold for like 50 or 60, clearly the seller got, like, the buyer was delusional and didn't do his research. You will not see that. You'll always typically see a standard average or a median of what the piece goes for, so you know competitively what you're paying for it as well. So if that supports you, that will support you tons. I have a lot of people private message me, how much do you think this is worth, or how much do you think it's cost? Honestly, I know my guess is just as good as yours. I'm just always actively in the secondary market, so I kind of see the trends of what they're going for, and I'm in a lot of Facebook groups with collectors, so I kind of get an idea for it, but that's how you can get your answer. Moving forward, the next piece was this one, and this one is called Mickey Mouse Peekaboo. And this piece is a glow-in-the-dark piece. It was the first time that one of the first times, if not the first time, Jim Shore ever featured a glow-in-the-dark piece with the Disney collection. What's really awesome about this piece is you have Mickey dressed up as skeleton, like basically he's a skeleton. He's in the graveyard, so you have the mixed media with the metal again. You have the tombstone. It says Peekaboo. I love the base. It's beautiful, the grass. But what's really awesome is he has an additional mixed media element here, and he's holding a mask, and the mask has, I mean, this is insane. It actually has a stretch band to it. Don't stretch it, you may break it, but it has like a stretchy band like an actual mask would have, and it's that mixed media, which is so freaking awesome. I mean, I love when Jim does that. A lot of collectors don't like mixed media, especially like an expensive like polystone pieces. This is not polystone, this is all stone resin. But for Jim's pieces, it just works. His mixed media has always worked. I have never seen a mixed media piece that Jim has done that I've ever said that I'm disappointed, or I wish that element wasn't there. And again, what I mean by mixed media is the whole piece isn't stone resin. Because there's metal in this, that makes it mixed media. Because there's actual fabric, there's a rubber band on it, that makes it mixed media. When there's glitter, that's mixed media. When there is a musical chime or an LED light or a battery operated piece, that's mixed media. When there's feathers, rhinestones, mixed media, metal rods, etc. So plastic elements, that's all mixed media. So if you didn't know, now you know. So I really appreciate mixed media pieces. Again, this piece launched for like about $50. I don't know the value of it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not all these pieces I will know the value of. Some of them I do. Many I don't. Following that piece, we also released this piece. Now I know this piece was probably the first or the second piece, so I kind of stepped ahead. And you saw this in my previous video, and this is Playing Tricks and Sharing Treats, Huey, Dewey, and Louie as a witch, devil, and scarecrow. So freaking darling. It is a candy dish. You could put candy corns in there, hence why I don't recommend that. Put any candy that's in a wrapper, please. And as you can see here, you have one of them staking for a candy corn on his little devil stick or trident, and it is just the freaking cutest piece ever. I love this piece. It's vintage Jim Shore, where there's like that dirty rustic paint job detailing, which makes it look so much more natural, like it comes from wood. It's being derived from wood. It is just absolutely darling. I freaking love this piece. I think of all the Huey, Dewey, and Louie pieces, this is my absolute favorite piece. It is just amazing. It is very heavy. It's quite large in scale as well, and you will love it. If there's like one Halloween piece of all the Halloween pieces I own that's my absolute favorite, it's this one. This is my all-time favorite Halloween piece Jim Shore has ever made in any collection. I think it's just absolutely darling. Gently set it down without knocking anything down or bumping it into anything. Yay, we did it! Following that piece, another piece that came out, and as I like look around because I just want to be sure, is this piece right here. And you saw it also in my previous video. It's Chip and Dale Tiny Tricksters. Now I can tell you this piece goes for anywhere around $300 to $500. And the Huey and Dewey piece you can still find for about like $100, $140 around there. Sometimes cheaper. Go check it out. Again, go check that eBay. If you're never sure if you're paying too much, go check that eBay previously sold, and that's going to support you. And you can bargain and barter and make offers, and you can put in your offer. I'm offering this because recently it sold at this value. That's why this is my offer. Like, deal with it. No one's going to pay you $200 for a piece that last sold for $80. So you get to do that with eBay, which is pretty awesome when you set your when you send your offers. If the seller has that capability on eBay, that functionality, they can either accept offers or have absolutely no offers be accepted. Next we have, again, as I mentioned, this Chip and Dale piece. I mentioned this in the previous video. Chip and Dale pieces, I think it's one of the collections that almost every Chip and Dale piece that's ever come out is very difficult to come. They're very scarce. They're short printed, and they are it is like one of the most difficult collections to own is the Chip and Dale collection. Very expensive pieces. I don't know what it is about them. I love them. I freaking love Chip and Dale, but very challenging to come across. Love this piece. If you own it, comment below. Congratulations. It is an incredible piece. What I love about this piece is the mixed media. I mentioned this in my previous video with the metal wiring as a vine. I love the rose mauling details, 360 on this pumpkin. The basis contrast of that fuchsia and that navy really allow this piece to pop. I love the pumpkin. You have Chip and Dale as a skeleton and as the vampire. Super duper cutie. I happen to like Dale a little bit more. His vampire outfit is super duper cutie. It is a darling, darling, darling piece. Congrats if you own it, and if this is a piece you've been looking out for, stay tuned. I mean, keep looking and seeing if you can find it. Another great thing is Europe is getting a lot of reprints of many older pieces. So you definitely want to join the group Disney Avengers if you haven't already. I always mention them. Go join them. Disney Avengers, like superhero Avengers, Marvel Avengers. So Disney Avengers, incredible European group where you'll be up to date with all the newest pieces that come out. Disney Collectors on Display, another incredible group. Another group that has a lot of popularity in the admin, has a rigor and a knowledge like no one else, is Disney Collectible Fans. It's the biggest Jim Shore and Disney in general collectors group on Facebook. So go check that one out as well. Those are some great groups for you to join. So let's go ahead and move on. With that being said, we had a few other pieces, and I want to just like scope around here. I think this is the next one. A very heavy piece. I think it's heavier than this big Mickey from Costco. And this is a Spellbinding Halloween. And this probably has to be like my second favorite Halloween piece. It is everything. It's a mixed media piece, which we'll show you in a moment. So as you can see, it's this beautiful pumpkin, and it is Figaro and Minnie. Now, I did not know, maybe you know more details, but I did not know that Figaro was Minnie's cat in many pieces. Figaro is featured. I don't know what that's about because that's Pinocchio's cat Figaro, but maybe it's not, but they look identical. And so here you have Minnie. And again, classic Jim Shore. Looks like this is carved out of wood as you look at all these details up close. It's like they're fall leaves, the rose mauling details, but they're not. But it looks like it because of the paint is just perfectly done. Minnie is wearing this beautiful plaid dress, and every detail of her is carved in that signature Jim Shore. Her hat, the detailings on her hat, it's a red dress. You never see that in a witch's dress. Figaro looks amazing. Again, that may not be the name of the cat, but I'm calling it Figaro. The broomstick, Then you have the jack-o'-lantern and, you know, the hollowness in it. This one is worth quite some few bucks. This is worth around $200, $250. So it's become very difficult to come across now in the secondary market. What's really cool about this is, as it looks like it's a big piece, it has an unconventional mixed media feature, and that's that the pumpkin opens, and inside the pumpkin there is a light, and you can turn it on. There's a tea light. Again, I don't have batteries on this, and it flickers and the jack-o'-lantern lights up from within. Amazing piece. The weight on this is very heavy. Jim, I want more pieces like this. The work, the detailing, the weight, the way this was carved. I mean, Jim, please, please, more pieces like this. I miss this work so much. I do. This is what sold me when I started my collection, and this is what I wanted to come back to. So, if you agree with me, sound off on Jim Shore's page on Facebook. Go follow Jim Shore. Following this piece, we've had quite a few other pieces, but let's say we're going to go with this one. This was probably like my least favorite piece ever made. It's just a stupid piece. Excuse my French. This one's called Mickey Mouse Happy Halloween. It's like really... it has a tea light inside. It opens up. You can battery operated tea light. Nothing fun to it. It's just a pumpkin in the shape of Mickey. Yay! This piece goes for about $100, $120. Surprisingly, it's become also a little difficult to come across in the secondary market. Love the carving on it. The quality is amazing, don't get me wrong. But I just don't care for it. It's a stupid piece. Yeah. I have nothing else to say about it but that. We don't need pieces like this ever again. It just makes absolutely no sense. I want to see characters. I want to see pieces I can create dioramas, scenes from. I want that. If I wanted something like this, I'd go to Home Goods or TJ Maxx and just buy something generic, or a Disney shop. And I'll just buy a pumpkin-looking Mickey. I don't want that in my collection. And I think I speak for everyone. So after that, we had this piece. Now, this piece I think actually came out before that one, but I forgot about it. And the name on this piece is called Beware of the Pumpkin Patch. This is an iconic piece. And I should have not ruined the surprise prior, but oh well. I didn't think of that prior to filming this video. And so what I love about this first is the base. You have the little mini graveyard scene all over. It's a 360 scene that's not repetitive. So you have in the front the tree wrapping around the moon. And as it keeps going into the gravestones, you see like this barn house and another tree. So it changes. It's not the same print on all 360. This is a mixed media piece. It has 3 functionalities as a mixed media. Aside from that, you have Mickey dressed in this fabric ghost cloth. That's the first form of mixed media. Following that, you have a metal hook and eye. Second form of mixed media. Third, it moves. Mickey retracts. Third form of mixed media. And so 3 forms of mixed media. What's really awesome about this piece is you have to gently put him down. Keep your finger like so. You're going to close this. Gently move your finger out. Put pressure down. And then you can hook and eye it just like that. And like that, it's a sealed pumpkin. Super cute. That's how I should have introduced the piece. This piece is absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Did I read the name on this piece? I don't remember. If I didn't, this is called Mickey Mouse Beware of the Pumpkin Patch. And then what's really awesome is you can just do this. Unlatch it, let your hand go, and it pops up. Again, we don't want to do that. We want to be very gentle with these pieces, because even though it has that functionality, doing that too often, you can ruin the hinge and it can come flying, so you don't want to do that either. This is an absolutely beautiful piece. For a while, it didn't go up in the market. Now it goes up there. It goes up for like $200, $250. I could be lying. It may go for like $160 to $250. Stunning, stunning piece. Again, classic Jim Shore. This is what I'm talking about. I love this. Following that piece, we got this collection of 3. And these bad boys were really expensive when they came out, and they still are. You can, surprisingly though, they haven't gone up drastically. When they first came out, they were $28 each. Go figure. They were personality poses, and now they retail for like $100 to $150 each. They are absolutely darling. It's Mickey, Donald, and Goofy dressed as iconic Halloween characters. And so Mickey is a mummy, and Mickey is called Happy Haunting. Donald is called Devilish Treat, and he's dressed like a little devil. And then Goofy's dressed like Frankenstein, which is quite fitting, and that's Franken Goofy. Let's start with Goofy. I mean, the bottom base is this spider base. It is absolutely beautiful. I think he looks perfect. What's really cool about this Goofy is that what's ironic about this Goofy, sorry, is that he actually doesn't have the metal bolts in his head, but still conveys Frankenstein so beautifully. I love the flooring. I love the detail here with the little pumpkin. He looks amazing. His pose looks amazing. I like that his boots are really big. Really gives you that Bigfoot Frankenstein feel to it. Beautiful piece. Then we have Mickey as the mummy. Adorable piece. First time we ever see any Jim Shore piece as Frankenstein or the mummy. We never saw that before, so really appreciate that as well. I love his pose. He's perfect. And then lastly, we have Donald, and Donald's dressed like a little devil. And again, first time we get that as well in the series. We've had other pieces now where they're dressed like devils, but it's the first time we ever see it. And I love the base on him. I love the most. It's like this sand desert, and you have the graveyard and the tree. It's just absolutely beautiful. What's really fun is he also has mixed media. He has a metal handle, and the pumpkin does rock back and forth. Love this. And then mixed media with, I think the rod here is, no, it's not. It's actually not mixed media. Sorry. Only the pumpkin is. Beautiful piece. If you own these, let me know. These have become very difficult to come across. Yay. Following that, we have these two pieces. The name on this one is called the Pumpkin Queen, and this one is called the Pumpkin King. These pieces have become quite difficult to come across the secondary market. They retail for about $150 now, and they are absolutely darling. It's Mickey and Minnie dressed up as the Pumpkin King and Queen. What I love about these pieces is you can put them side by side, and they when you put them together, the pumpkins come together, and they do create a beautiful diorama piece. Love that little detailing there. That's super cute. The detailing on this is amazing. They have gone up in price. I believe Mickey was reprinted, but Minnie was never reprinted. Mickey got a reissue, where Minnie didn't get a reissue. They are absolutely beautiful, these pieces. Comment below if you own them. When they retail, they were like $45 each, and now they go for like $150 minimum. They become very difficult to come across. So let me know if you have them. And I lie when I say they become very difficult. They've just become expensive to come across. Let's take that back, because I always see them pop up in the secondary market. Following that, we have this collection, and this is a Mickey and Minnie, and this is called Count Mickey. It's Mickey again as a vampire. I mean, there's so much other things we can dress Mickey as outside of a vampire. And then we have Sweet Treat Minnie, which is, this piece is has become very expensive to come across. This was a collection. They came out together, but you can purchase them separately. And let's start with this Mickey. Love this pose. He's just like jumping out. He has his vampire pose with his teeth. He has his little trick-or-treat bag. Super duper duper cutie. The base is all right. The pumpkin's up front. It's not. There's nothing else going on the sides. Again, it's a vampire Mickey. I feel like, what is this? The 5th one we've showed already today. So we're kind of over it now, right? And then we have Minnie, and she's dressed as a witch. And yeah, we've seen Minnie as a witch already, but I really love this piece so much. I love her stockings. That's amazing. I love the base. That red and ivory base is everything. I love the mixed detailing here. This is like a thread, which is very delicate, and it comes with this little jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat little thing that she has that goes back and forth, which makes this so beautiful. But be careful, it's delicate. And I love her hat with the moons and stars. It is a beautiful piece. These pieces retailed for about $55 when they first launched. This Count Mickey right here, this one goes for like $110, $115 now, and she goes for like $150, $160. have become a little bit more challenging to come across as well, especially her. So there you have it. Following those pieces, we have these 2 pieces that came out. And these, it took me a long time to get inspired and want them. There's no name on them, but it's basically a mini pumpkin head, mini pumpkin, and a Mickey pumpkin. I love the rose molding details. I will say they're very light. They do have a mixed media feature. As you zoom in, they do light up. I'm not going to remove the battery, but you can remove the little seal, and it's a 3 little bullet battery, and they light up. She looks adorable with her bow. Again, they're cute pieces, but do I want this in my collection? No. It's just a Mickey head. Over it. Jim, you're above that. So I'm not a fan of these at all. It took me forever to get them, and then they really went up in value. So I got really lucky that when I did buy them, like I bought them like 2 years ago. I finally completed them after years of not buying them. These came out in like 2000 and like 2014-ish. I never cared for them. And I finally got them both, and I got them at retail value like $55, $60. I found them on, I think the word Fantasies Come True was still selling them, and they had them at that price, so I definitely bought them, and I lucked out because now they go for like about $120, $150 each. So there you have it. I think they're adorable. That's about it. Am I being a Debbie Downer on this video? Because Halloween is my favorite holiday. But again, it's redundant and overkill. I'm very passionate about that. Next 2 pieces. So these 2 pieces were part of the Halloween collection. And they're the Pirate Minnie. These are like some of my favorites. And Mickey. Come on. These have gone up in value. He's called Ahoy Matey. And she's called Buccaneers instead of Buccaneers. Buccaneers. And she's my favorite. Let's start with Minnie. As we zoom in, she's on this barrel. It's quite a heavy barrel. I love the baby blue rose molding details, which is also like kind of like hints into like her iconic attire as well. And then you have her dressed as a pirate, which she looks amazing, with a jack-o'-lantern in her hand with a bunch of candy oozing out. I love her stockings that they have these little star details. I love her headband has the star details. Her vest and the fact that one eye looks like a pirate eye with purple eyeshadow on it looks freaking amazing. These pieces launch for about $50 each, and now they go for like close to like almost 200, like 150, 160, 180. They are absolutely beautiful. And again, you can find these much cheaper as well if you get lucky. Just because I say that, it's basically the highest you'll ever pay for these if you desperately want them. And then we have Mickey. He's dressed up as a red pirate. Kind of looks like a Stung, kind of looks like Captain Hook with his attire. But that hat, kind of makes him look more like Captain Hook. He has his pirate hat on. He's like leaning towards this pumpkin, and then he's holding this flag, and the flag has little pumpkin Mickey head on it and little pumpkin Mickey flag on it. It is just super duper cutie. I love these pieces. These are amazing. I wish we would have gotten a Daisy, Goofy, Mickey, and Pluto as well. That would have been amazing. We didn't as pirates, but incredible, incredible, incredible piece. I'm actually going to keep these right here for now. Following that piece, we created this piece. Now, this piece is from, I believe it was a short Mickey film or episode or movie, and I didn't do my research prior, but please comment below, educate me, because I'm probably not going to do it after this video. And this one is called Spooked. And it's almost as if like it's Detective Mickey again. I feel like this is like a short from a film. I can't like decipher which one. I want to say A Christmas Carol, but I don't think this is the Christmas Carol. Goofy was the ghost, so it's definitely not Christmas Carol. I don't know where it's from, but it's very Halloween-esque, and so I wanted to feature it. And we have Mickey almost looking like Sherlock Holmes, and behind him is this ghost. He's wearing this plaid hat. He's just like walking carefully, and it could be his shadow. I don't know what it is. Following from behind. I feel like I've seen this scene before, and I've seen this depiction, and I don't know where it's from, so comment below And what's awesome about this piece is that the ghost is 100% for the exception of his nose and eyes. He glows in the dark, so he has that coating, that glow in the dark coating. Pieces like this, you also want to avoid the sunlight. Do not put these pieces anywhere near the sun. The coating will melt off. I've seen it happen to a lot of people. Any piece that has a glow in the dark feature, do not put it near a really strong light bulb or anywhere near the sun. It will start to melt and get sticky and tacky, and it will lose its pizzazz. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. And there you have it. So freaking cute. Following this piece, we mentioned this one in my previous video, and this one is called Boo. It's one of the word series. It just says Boo on it. It's become very challenging to come across. It goes for about, I saw someone actually get it for like $35 the other day on Mercari, which was a steal. But that's what it retailed for when it first launched, for $35. It now goes for like about $120, $150. Short yet mighty, small piece. It's Mickey dressed as a ghost with the Disney font Boo. Adorable. I showed it on my previous video, and it's become a challenging piece to come across. Following that piece, I feel like we've done almost all on this side, except no, we're still missing a few. We have this piece right here. And this is Mickey and Minnie, and this is called Picking Pumpkins Together. And you can consider this a Halloween and a harvest piece. So it could be part of like your Thanksgiving, your harvest, and your Halloween piece, because it's not too heavily Halloween, but the pumpkins inside the cart really depict Halloween at the same time. So this is either hit or miss. First off, I want to say this is my favorite Disney and Mickey portraits that he has. They're absolutely impeccable. You can still find this piece on Fantasies Come True. It sells for about like $85. It's gone up a little bit. When this piece launched, it was like $65, $70. It's now like $85, $90. So you can still get it around that price on the secondary market. I believe Fantasies Come True still sells it, and it's a beautiful piece. And I love her dress. I love this purple dress because I don't think I've seen it before. There's been versions of it, but none like this. It's a beautiful lilac and bright magenta rose mulling detail on her dress. So I love when we can have different colors and different color stories of Minnie and or Mickey. Mickey looks amazing. She looks amazing. It's an incredible piece. I love it. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Halloween piece. It could be a harvest piece, and or it could be a fall piece, and or it can be considered a Thanksgiving Day piece. Following that, we have this one, which is the Scarecrow Mickey, and it's called Harvest Scarecrow. Again, I wouldn't want to say this is a Halloween piece, but he's dressed like a scarecrow. It's harvest. There's pumpkins. Might as well consider it part of the Halloween collection as well. And I love, first off, the base with the rose mulling details. You have those autumn colors, the burgundies, the terracottas, the mustard, the brown shade. And then we have the pumpkins. Love the pumpkin base. They look adorable, the 360 of the pumpkins, and as we come up, it's Mickey as a scarecrow. I love the scarecrow details. He looks amazing, and then he has this beautiful little scarecrow right on his hand, and it is such an innocent piece. This piece retailed for like about $60 when it first launched. I lie, $50 when it first launched. It now goes for about $100, $115. It's gone up in value, like double the price, but still relatively easy to come across. And again, you may still be able to find it for under $80, $70. It all depends where you find it in the secondary market. So there you have it. Ooh. Sorry, Minnie. Following that, we have these two pieces. Now, these are relatively newer. They came out about 2-3 years ago, and the name on this piece is Violet Vampire. And it's very similar to these two. And then there's this one again, Mickey as a vampire, and it's called Colorful Count. And it's Minnie and Mickey. She's a vampire and he's a vampire. What sucks about this though is that Minnie doesn't have fangs. Mickey does, so I kind of missed the ball. Blanking out on the phrase. But kind of missed the whole, having them have that cohesiveness together. Really would have wished we would have seen her do that with fangs, because we haven't seen her with fangs before. And I don't think she's been a witch before. I don't think she's been a vampire before. So, that kind of blows. But Nevertheless, it's a beautiful piece. She has the mixed media here with, again, the rocking pumpkin and the metal handle. Beautiful piece. Be mindful that she comes damaged many times when you order this piece, so be very mindful of that. And if you haven't noticed, this is the smaller and original version to the large Costco one, which we'll do at the very end of this video that just launched last month. Beautiful pieces. These retailed for about $55. They now go for like about $75, $80. Don't pay more than that. And there you have it. Following these two pieces, we have a series of Mickey and Minnie, like dressed for the holidays. I'm actually not going to do those yet. I'll do these. These came out last year, and this is Frankenstein Minnie and Frankenstein Mickey. Love this. So Bride of Frankenstein, they're amazing. The name of her is Scream Queen, and his name is Reanimated Character. That's odd. I don't know. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to be the name of it. But it's called Reanimated Character. And so here you have Mickey as Frankenstein. You do have the bolts in his neck, which I think is awesome. He looks amazing. He has green flesh to him as well, which is pretty awesome. Kind of looks like glow-in-the-dark paint, but I don't believe it glows in the dark. And she looks amazing with the electric little bow. Freaking iconic. The white dress, I love them. These two were perfect personality poses, and they're great. They make a great scene with these as well. They're amazing. These retailed for like $35 when they launched, and now you can find them for the same price. They haven't gone up much in value. Following that, I wanted to introduce these three pieces because they're absolutely beautiful. And there's three different versions of 3 different years of them, but I feel like they're so cohesive, and everyone who has one wants all three. We're going to put them all side by side. 1, in the order in which they were launched. 2. And this one you saw recently in my video because it just came out this year. 3. And this is a Mickey and Minnie Duo collection where they come each on a base and they're telling a story of some sort. And so I want to start off, I believe this one was the first one. And the name of this piece is, I'm going to have you zoom in a moment, it's called Halloween Host. So as we zoom in, first off, we have Mickey as vampire and we have Minnie as a witch. But I want to talk to you about the details. As you zoom in, first look at that base. The rose mulling details and all those colors are freaking gorge. But then we go up to Minnie and look at her details. I love the yellow gold, like mustard lining all over the cape, the dress, the moon, the stars, beautiful. The lilac and fuchsia, like deep violet color. Her dress, the detailing, the rose mulling detail, like again, classic freaking Jim Shore. The detailing is amazing. She's holding the pumpkin with Mickey, the jack-o'-lantern. And then Mickey, he has this vampire tux going on. So he has a shorter cape, but he has this tux going on, which makes him so freaking dapper. He looks amazing. This piece launched for like $65. It's become difficult to come across. I'm gonna say it's become difficult. And it goes down for about $200 in the secondary market. So it has become a challenging piece. Following that piece, we have this one, which is a little smaller in scale, but nevertheless adorable, and it's called Countdown to Candy. And it's Mickey and Minnie dressed up as farmers, but in a candy corn inspired ensemble. Love the base of that blue and orange, really vibrant. I love her. She has the mixed media. The jack-o'-lantern does not go back and forth, but the metal handle is mixed media. Their hats are darling. They're freaking adorable. That piece launched for like $50. It's become difficult to come across. It's like $150 now in its secondary market. Cute piece. And in this year's version, you saw this in my previous launch this year as our brand new haul that just came in. By the way, I sold it, so I don't have an extra one. It's already sold. It is Vampire Mickey, shocker, and Witch Minnie, shocker. They're adorable. I love the mixed media drawstring handle on her bag. I think it's really cute, and that the bag goes back and forth. It's an adorable piece. This piece, I believe, is $65 retail value, and you can still get it for that price because it just launched. It's a part of the 2021 Halloween collection. And there you have it. And the final piece of the Halloween collection is none other than Vampire Mickey. That's what it's called, Vampire Mickey, from Costco. And you can have this today. Go to Costco.com and purchase it. It's only $49.95. It is a large piece. Even though it's made of stone resin, it's very hollow inside, so it's of a much cheaper quality. But honestly, I think the paint job is amazing. For the size, $49.95 for a piece this large is unheard of. If Jim Shore created this within his collection, you'd pay minimum $125 for this piece because it comes in a large box. And it's even though it's not as heavy, it comes in a larger box, and larger scale pieces like this would go for like $125, $150. Surprisingly, it's only $49.95, and if you're a Costco member, guess what? It's free shipping, as long as you have a local Costco near you. You can pick this up at Costco. It's currently being sold there. It is an incredible piece as you look at all the details. It is a 360 piece. I love that they added this pumpkin feature because it's distinct than the original piece, which is this one right over here. The cape, the rose mauling iconic Jim Shore detailing on the cape, love it so freaking much. This piece is amazing. I love that we have it. I actually dig it. Even though it's a Vampire Mickey piece, I like the scale of it. It's considered like a door greeter piece or like a garden piece. Don't keep it near your door. Don't keep it as a garden piece. Treat it like a collectible, because it is. So thank you so much, y'all, for watching this video. I hope you appreciated it. I don't know where I'm making up words today, but I really hope you appreciated the video. Many of you are Halloween aficionados and want to collect these pieces, so I hope I was able to create some value for you, and I hope, like, you know, you saw a few pieces that you were like, oh my god, I didn't know it existed, I need it, and you're adding it to your girl list. That's like my favorite comments are those. Honestly, when y'all like comment and you're like, OMG, this is a piece I've never seen before, wow, or like, I just learned something new, thanks for sharing some of the history. I really appreciate those comments. Those really tug at my heartstrings. So thank you so much for being here. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm going to be back next Monday with more content. And next Monday, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. Yeah, the entire collection. And did you know that there's actually another video on YouTube that features the entire Nightmare Before collection? It's the only other YouTube video. I don't know who the collector is, but she has a video of all Nightmare Before Christmas pieces. So she hasn't updated it, so mine will have the update of all the newer pieces. But I thought it was a pretty cool video. It's the only YouTube video prior to my videos where someone actually featured an entire collection of something. That's the void I wanted to fill for all of you. So I hope you found value here. And we just don't only do Disney, but I know many of you love Disney and the majority of you love Jim Shore. So I'm always going to be here. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Stay amazing this holiday season. Be safe. And I will catch you next Monday with a complete Nightmare Before Christmas collection right in time for November. Take it easy, everyone.